Adventure by Exidy, released in 1981. This is a dungeon adventure game. Now you play the hero, a little happy-faced armed with a bow, by the name of Winky. Now as you play the game, Winky has to make his way across 3 different levels. Each level has 4 rooms each, for a total of 12 different rooms that Winky must explore. In these rooms you can find different treasures that you want to collect, and different monsters you have to avoid or shoot. When you shoot a monster, he instantly dies and he slowly decays away. You don't want to hit the decaying monster because if you do, you die. If you shoot a decaying monster, it comes fully back again. Now controls of this game is fairly straightforward. You have a standard 8-way joystick and a fire button. Very simple controls. Roaming outside these rooms are what are called hall monsters. These green little guys you cannot destroy. Even though you can shoot your arrow out here in the arcade version, it does no good to shoot at these little hall monsters because they cannot be destroyed. Also, if you spend too much time inside of a room, one of these hall monsters will start coming through the wall to come after you to force you out. This is so the player wouldn't hang out inside of a room for too long, similar to what happens in Berserk with Evil Otto popping out so you don't spend too much time on one of those levels. Now I remember first seeing this game back in 1982 at my local arcade. I pretty much lived at every weekend. I instantly fell in love with this game. Being a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, the board games, and also playing Adventure on my Atari 2600, this game really fascinated me. Needless to say, it took a lot of quarters. I think I've completed the game a few times back then, but recently I can't play this game worth a darn. My reflexes ain't what they used to be. So now let's take a look at the arcade port of this game. We'll talk about it. And after that, we'll take a look at some home versions of the game as well. I really like the music in this game. It's really cool. Oh, here we go. In the goblin room. Get that treasure. What's really interesting is you could actually shoot outside of the rooms where the hall monsters are roaming. However, it has no effect on them, so I can't figure out why they allow you to shoot outside of the rooms if nothing happens. Oh, come on. Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's what happens. You spend too much time in a room. And you just can't go back in either. Rats. I like the sound effect in this room. Oh, yeah, don't get crushed between the wall. Okay, let's try this again. A little trick I like to use is to slide along the walls. Seems to work pretty well doing that. It's amazing how hard these guys are to hit. Whoa! Oh, darn. Yikes. Snake room. It's always easier to shoot down at the snakes instead of on the side. There we go. Level complete. Bonus score. The faster you finish the level, the higher your score is, the bonus you get. Now let's take a look at the Atari 2600 version. This version only has 8 of the 12 rooms. There's hardly any music at all, so it's a pretty quiet game. You also can't slide along the walls very easy. You get stuck. So it's got sticky walls. But considering the limitations of the 2600, it's actually a fairly good port. It's actually fun to play. Oops. You also notice that when you complete a room, it doesn't fill in. And the monsters don't decay like in the arcade version. They just kind of sit there and then disappear. This room always reminded me of a sound effect like a lightsaber. It's kind of neat. Spent too much time in that room. Now let's see if we can get this crazy diamond over here. Whoops. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Awesome. Now let's take a look at the Intellivision version. Has some great sound effects. Controls really nice as well, using the dial pad. Plus, it has the decay effect, like the arcade version does for the monsters when you shoot them. That's awesome. Oh! Whoa! Oh, great. Like how the enemies are animated. Almost hit that dot. And on the television version, you can see the rooms fill in as you complete them, just like the arcade version. Ooh. Awesome. Now let's take a look at the ColecoVision version. Resembles the arcade quite a bit. Has some really nice music to it and sound effects. Animations are pretty great. The biggest fault of this game is every time you change direction, there's like a slight hesitation. And that little hesitation can get you killed. It's the only bad thing about this version of the game. Oh! Go in the goblin room. And just like the 2600 version, for some reason they didn't do the decay effect when you shoot the monsters. So it looks just like the 2600 where it just disappears. Now maneuvering through here with that delay in the control is quite difficult. It can really mess you up. See, I got stuck. There we go. Whoops, get out of there. Alright, try the snake room again. Awesome. Bonus score. Now let's take a look at a really cool version that was released by Video61 for the Atari 8-bits. This version of Venture is really, really good. But it's very fast. Great music. Look how fast these little guys are going. It's like they had like too much Monster Energy drink. Whoa! Game runs really smooth. Controls are not a problem. You can definitely hammer through the level pretty quick in this game. I'm almost done. Oh, that was a stupid mistake. Now, another neat feature of this game is you can actually change the method that you shoot. You can set up to do strafing fire. That is, you can hold down the fire button once you've selected direction of fire and keep firing that direction. It really makes the game a lot more easier. So watch this. So I fire that direction, hold down the button, and just keep firing that way. That's awesome. Strafe! Strafe them! Makes the game much easier to play. Another feature this game has is you can actually select what level to start on as well. So you don't have to start at level 1 if you don't want to. You can go to the higher levels and start off the game. I'd have to say of all my Venture home ports, this is probably my favorite one. I can play this game much easier than I can the actual main emulator version or the arcade version. Especially with the strafing fire. Zing! Zip right through there. Awesome. Well, that's Venture, a really awesome game from early 1981 by Exidy. Thanks for watching.
I'm Winky. Have you seen a hole monster around? Smile.
Thanks for watching.